quieras, como lo decidas.
Such a banger. Could you add a song to queue for me? Could you do a floating? Oh, you want it to be a surprise?
Yeah, I just did. Adrian, you were so sexy packing up out there.
¿Just qué?
So sexual.
Who?
You just picking up all those balls. It's just
Yo,
so hot.
Alright, yo, relax. Has it really been that long?
I mean, I had sex last night. Sorry. I think I was gonna say you can go first, but you gotta follow.
Hijo de la
Oh
chica.
my God.
Nasty boy. Gracias, señora abuela.
Say, like a ghost. Are we unloading? Have to be.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I doubt it. We don't need it for anything tomorrow.
Ya estamos en doble tiempo.
Let's go.
Mira. Güey.
Yeah, I'm down to
Cálmate, güey. Cálmate, güey.
Chill after if you like.
Say 1 hour to be there.
1 hour?
What? 7:15.
Another nap. I'm awake as fuck.
I'm on the move.
Don't worry, sleep
See
if
any
you want.
bananas? Oh.
Nothing happened.
Oh.
Le dice a Henry que no tiene break in the left side.
I'll let him know.
Hey, out of respectfulness, is this bothering anybody in the car?
No,
No?
it's okay.
It's too late now.
I know it's too late. I just thought about it when we were driving over here and I was like,
No se
Nah, it's all good, man.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No se
I have to go, I have to look up. I just didn't know. Some people are. Especially when they're so attracted trying to drive. That's an hour.
But we are good people, so don't worry about it.
The fact that you were.
Dude, I literally had no 3 Euro song for hypnotize.
You were on kind of like a ratchet cue.
Me?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just everywhere. I need to start thinking for this. Like, I think I have a couple.
Yo, no wonder the brakes are squeaking. It's because Adrian's like
Yeah.
hot on the brakes. Really? That's what's up.
No way. This is so green.
Está
I
como
didn't think it was
enojado,
this
¿ah?
green. This is like mochi. I need to eat this.
Uchis.
See what happens. See what happens when you shit it out.
For that one, it's only a test or feeling something? Only
I
on
don't feel it
flavor.
anymore. I don't feel it anymore.
No feel.
You know,
But
matcha?
the first time you feeling something?
Oh yeah, the buzz.
Oh.
It's like a buzz. It's like a slight lightheaded feeling. You know matcha?
Not,
Matcha? Matcha.
No, sense.
Like green tea matcha?
Oh yeah, matcha.
This is
yeah.
matcha flavor. So
Oh, okay.
it's alright.
It's fine, papá. It's fine, papi. ¿Cómo dice el señor? Papi. No problem, papi. Okay, then. Y pinche gente se peló.
Oh, yellow Ferrari, California.
Ah,
That's a
pinche
beautiful
gente.
car. Oh.
Are you viendo?
Oh shit, and an
Oh,
Evo.
it's the same, eh?
It's a Hurricane.
No, that's a different one.
Oh,
The one we saw wasn't convertible.
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
haven't seen
right.
Huracan in a while. I might butcher the pronunciation, but I've just seen is it Gallardo?
Gallardo. Sorry, it's just
The
reflex.
pantalones
reflex.
are coming off.
You know, just reflex.
Oh, it's kind of pretty right now. It's like
Oh, it's there.
we're in the city. Okay, respect them
Oh,
so
we
much. But
come in
what
here
calm,
one
bro?
time, huh?
They pass. Oh, collision. Why? That's so messed up.
What?
Just because Bryant collided with a mountain, he's a perfect mural for a collision center. That's wild.
I didn't even go back. I didn't even go that far into thinking about
That's
that.
wild.
You know what? For the sake of argument, let's just hope that the mural was there before the collision center
Thank
was.
you. Thank you. Egypt sounds out.
Trendsetter's Barbershop.
Probably cost you like $100 to get a haircut there.
I'll go to my stylist. She saw us and text me back. Oh, Phoenix Salon Suites. That's where I go get my hair done.
Yeah.
But like in Redondo. That's a sign. She better text me back. I need my hair cut. I feel crusty up here.
Ooh, I took a big hit. Now I'm feeling a little buzzed. I don't. No.
This is Dirty Dancer, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I love the
this
video, dude, for the swap riders.
Orion Sun, Orion Sun, or however you pronounce it. I feel like she's one of those artists that you can only be introduced to if you're with a girl. Like, I never heard of her beforehand.
You know what's crazy? I actually found that on Spotify. Well, I've known the song this map because it has led you down like the worst streets for this track. Another girl driving her dude. Crazy.
I've seen a few the other way around, but there's a lot of it. Maybe chivalry is dead among other people.
Now into today's world, it's like I don't know what's the song. Now today in this world, like chivalry's looked down. Oh no. Still Caesar, I can't help myself. Did you join in?
Yeah, he joined in.
Don't worry, my chorizo, you have my number, it's always available for you.
What's up, Bella?
But you have to give me that chain, okay?
Dude, what?
I asked his chain.
No,
For free! Sounds good to me.
Isn't that from Bedtime Stories?
It is, dude. I love that. She gave me a red Ferrari? For free? Sounds good to me.
And the midget comes and kicks him in the shin.
Steals his fucking keys or his wallet. I got your wallet. Oh, frutas. Oh, he's looking straight at you.
He's like, come here and buy some fruit.
Hey, my people.
No, come, you have space here.
Oh, don't go so slow, brother.
No, he needs to slow down.
God
He's going too fast
damn,
with that red
dude.
beard, bro.
Shit.
His circle glasses. He looks lovely. He looks lovely.
It's lovely, but Jesus Christ. Travel faster.
It was what?
Yeah, home.
It's el señor.
No, the guy.
He wasn't moving very fast.
Oh, yeah.
Not you, Adrian.
No, you go
No,
perfect.
el
You're
otro,
perfect.
You're
Adrian.
beautiful,
You're
Adrian. You're
perfect.
beautiful,
You're perfect.
Adrian. I love you.
Don't talk to my man like that.
Excuse me?
He's a
Se va a
bad-
enojar.
Fine, I'll take Angel.
Se me
I
enoja el Angel, eh?
I got Angel.
No, he's mine too.
Oh, goloso.
And you're like, Henry?
No,
You got
no,
Oh, my
he's
name. My middle name.
Blue?
Blue.
Your middle name's Blue?
It's Aiden John Blue Carrotson.
Your middle name's Blue?
B-L-E-U.
Your middle name's a fucking color?
Shut the fuck up!
Dude, hey look, it's your middle name. You're wearing your middle name.
My eyes.
Yo!
Whoa!
Whoa!
He tried to grab my cock!
Yo, no, nobody.
No, he said,
he said nothing.
splendid, splendid. Didn't we do this house?
No.
That looks so close to the house. We did. No,
No, we didn't.
no. That looks so close to the house. We did.
No creo.
Why are you looking at me playing this music, bro? Yo, the funeral?
En la funeraria. No, yo trabajaba en la funeraria. But we do it there.
At the funeral.
She's going to visit to me because sometimes I work in the nighttime. So we do
the
it there.
night shift.
She came by during the night
Yeah,
shift.
and the
You got it
funeraria.
on.
Yeah. Close to the cajita de los muerticos.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
¿Y cómo estaba?
Really. Oh, and you know, a really bad thing because my first time, and then she's thinking she's pregnant. Oh my God, I'm feeling so terrible because in my first time, and she said,
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Wait,
imagine how I'm feeling.
Wait, you pulled out? You busting her?
Well, everything good because we do it. She get a
The pill.
or something like that. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no.
But she's telling me, maybe because suppose she's not feeling good.
Yeah.
She's feeling something.
Yeah.
But I say, why? You tell the pills all the
Yeah,
time.
just
She say, maybe this time no work. Damn.
Imagine after she's like,
Oh
I'm
my
fucking
God.
with you. I'm just playing.
Really bad.
Okay.
But thank God, nothing happened about that
my
one.
God.
But the experience is really good because let me tell you guys, we do it with love.
Oh.
Patient. We don't do it.
Making love.
We don't do it to
Making love.
get fucked.
Yeah.
To a friend somewhere, or
It was
when
emotional.
after that one we do a couple things with
Oh.
friends, whatever. But it's not the same.
You did stuff with friends? You guys were together with friends doing it?
With friends?
You had
Yeah.
an orgy?
What did you say?
You said you were going with friends?
You had sex with
With
friends or
friends? You
hanging
had
out?
sex with-
Amigas.
Oh.
Amigas, you know,
Oh,
amigas
of course.
que go
Friends
to
with benefits.
outside.
Oh, I thought something. Okay.
I
okay.
thought
yeah.
there was him
I
and the
thought he was
girl
fucking with a
going with
million
friends.
girls.
With the friends, like, oh yeah, let's go fuck
I was like,
this. Let's go
No,
have
y si
sex
quería
over here.
una.
Adrian's that guy.
And
No,
also,
just one.
Is she beautiful?
after that one, yes, some time. But
Okay.
for me, for my part, when we make it, it's really good because we do it with passion, with love.
Latino,
You know what I mean?
Cariñoso.
So I know I heard the stories. Oh, we do it drunk, we do it like this.
Yeah.
And the first time, but for me, I thank God I do it in the good way.
How did it
Nice,
happen?
nice,
Were you
nice,
just
nice.
like touching her a little bit and then got a little
No.
closer?
The thing is because we tried for a long time, for a month.
Oh.
We talking before.
It was
you
on and
know,
off.
We talking.
Okay.
No. Only example.
Yo!
It's example.
Yo!
Oh, wow.
No, we talking
Don't get me
before, you
riled
know.
up.
Okay.
But that time we have the opportunity because I work in the night time, so take advance to we alone, you know. So this is why. But no, for sure it's a
I'm sorry,
process.
she's like, oh, mi corazón.
Yo.
It's a process, you know. Not only she's busy to me and just fuck. No, this is a
No,
process
it's-
in the night time. Just talking for But
Hey.
really nice, really
Oh,
nice.
that's good.
A lot of stories, but that one is the first one. This one I never forgot.
What was the first time you lost your virginity, Aiden?
So
How'd it go?
I knew this girl for a very long time. She used to go to my school, and I'm not gonna lie, I did like her for a while, but she never wanted to get into anything. And now, like thinking back on it in the situation, she was really horny, and I think she just wanted to have sex, but I was like trying to dig for something more. So I was the same age as you. I was 18, so I lost my
Oh, both the
virginity a
same
little bit
age?
later. Yeah. I was 18, and she was like, "Hey, I'm house sitting in PV. Do you want to come pull up?" And I was like, "Sure." So I didn't drive then. She picked me up. Well, I drove, but I wasn't allowed to drive out, so I snuck out. She picked me up, went back to her place, and then I thought we were gonna like talk, but no, she lit the fire on and went straight to the couch, and then just got straight up on top of me, and then just started making out, and then just we had
Sounds about right.
we had sex for about, you guys may think I'm lying, 3 hours.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
And-
believe you.
Yeah.
Because
The first time, yeah.
I believe you.
Because
yeah,
and the only reason why is because I don't know if you guys are now, but now it's kind of like if you know somebody and you just want kind of want to get out of the way, it's like not that long. But before I was like, I had something to prove. I was like, I didn't want to get out early. Like I wanted to stay longer. for me at the time, I was kind of grossed out because it was like all over my car. It was actually insane, and I was like, whoa. But that's what happened. That was my first person.
Dude, I zoned out and I came back when you said she squirted all over my car. I zoned out. I was like and then you said then she squirted everywhere. I was like, where the fuck?
So you know my truck, the Sequoia. I I took out the back seats and I put blankets down.
Oh, nice. That's a super clutch car to have sex in too.
And you know my RAV4, if I put the seats down, it's actually my last girlfriend. We had a really crazy night for New Year's Eve, and we also hooked up in that car. But
was it level? Or was it like?
Oh yeah,
it's like level.
It's perfect.
Wow.
But and I put like a candle in there and like nice
very cool. Very cool.
Because that was the girl that I wanted to be with, so I didn't want it to just.
You wanted to mean something.
No. And here's the thing too, with my girlfriend, the first girlfriend I had, we actually hooked up and then we stopped, and she felt really sad and almost like I don't want to see you because she felt it was very rushed, and I said, I'm sorry you feel that way, and I was like, I understand you may think this is like a mistake. I said I thought this is great. I want to see you. Can I pick you up tomorrow and let's go get breakfast? So I ended up doing that. I took her for breakfast. I got her coffee. We drove around, and then she was like, you know what, I like this guy, because at first she thought I was just trying to use her, and then after that, we shot home. She was Mexican and Polish.
Interesting. That is
but you guys use you protect or just take a pill?
I use protection.
I use protection. I use
both.
a condom.
Both.
Yeah.
First time.
Okay, good.
I actually had this thing for, I don't even know how many bodies I have anymore, but I always use a condom. I was really scared. I was scared of, but no, now I don't use a condom.
Yeah, but I know I should personally.
Oh no, it's safe. It's the safe thing to do. But my plug-in's pretty strong. But I had a thing. I didn't want to have sex without a condom. I was scared because and me and her, we had a lot of sex, and she had or it's not here, but is it?
Oh, the little implant thing.
Is it UID?
Yeah. IUD.
IUD. She had an IUD, and it's this thing that goes like in the woman's is it ovaries?
I forgot what
It goes
but
before before her ovaries. They basically insert it in here, and it's like has a, now this isn't 100%, but it has like a 99 success rate, but it wasn't 100, and she begged me and I still wouldn't, because I was just so scared. I was like, I don't want to, and she was a little crazy.
When girls beg to come inside of them, I have to be. It's the hardest no.
It's the hardest no. But she was a little crazy, and she was trying to move out with me. Her sister went to San Francisco, and she wanted to get an apartment there with me. And I considered it, and then the more and more I got to know her, she was just not good. She showed up at my house at like 1 a.m., like outside, like drunk, and like.
Really? Oh,
it was just not good. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. It was really hard, and I won't lie. There's some days where I miss her and stuff like that, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy I'm out of it because it just wasn't the best. It wasn't for me.
Sure. That makes sense.
Actually, because I just showed you. This is a really bad picture, but
Is it Trinity?
that's Trinity, but this is, you can't really see her, but that's her. But yeah.
But where is she right now?
Where is she right now?
Yeah.
She's actually 5 minutes away from my house, but I think she just moved to somewhere in Redondo Beach.
Okay.
And she actually called me, and we were gonna meet again, but it was actually really funny. She got really high. It was when the blue moon was going on last year.
Oh, okay.
Last year, and she got really, really high, and she ended up falling asleep. And I was like, oh, and then I kind of was just kind of angry. I was like, I'm not gonna, if you're gonna play anything like that, I didn't know. But we were gonna get coffee, and then I said I couldn't make it, and then we ended up not seeing each other.
food better. It makes driving better. It makes like breathing better. You know, because then there's somebody right next to you, and you find them beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My sister didn't like her. She didn't like her. She came over and spent the night one night, and we watched Donnie Darko.
That's a great movie.
Such an awesome movie, but she started to fall asleep, and she was like, "Let's go back to the room." And I was like, "Wait, I want to watch this movie," and I was starting to watch it, but yeah, really, really crazy time. I actually have a picture of that night, not of anything crazy. let me see if I can find it.
I don't want to see nobody naked.
But she had beautiful brown skin. She was like a model. It was just, and her hair was short. It was like right here, and she had like at the time she had blonde highlights.
Is it still Trinity?
Yeah.
They started.
brown?
Her hair is naturally brown, but she had highlights.
No, she was brown?
Yeah, she's Mexican, Polish.
Interesting.
She didn't look like it. I thought she was Filipino when I first saw her, but
So the good story is coming to you guys. Have keep open your eyes. Keep open your eyes. And you. Oh.
this was at like 3 a.m. after we for a couple hours, but
After we work.
but she was like eating oranges. We were just sitting out just talking about.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Why do you keep the photos?
I have no idea. I actually had no idea. I feel like I'm afraid to like forget the memory, but I feel like I should get rid of them. I feel like it's not healthy. But
No, I think it's okay because you're feeling something from her. You're feeling low, something like that. You look a friend only, no?
do I feel what?
As long as you don't feel tethered, I suppose.
Oh no, I don't feel tethered. I feel like I'm free and I can do it, but I just, in my opinion, or my mind, I enjoyed what I had with her, and I feel like even though it was a bad experience, I feel like every bad experience is a learning experience, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And I think I held my own and did a really good job because I was like, you need to like change this about your life, and I was very firm, but not like angry and rude. Like I never yelled at her. If she started freaking out and just the ridiculous thing, I'd grab her hand and be like, hey, you need to like calm down and just not do that. And we need to like talk about this. I want to talk about this. Like this isn't cool, and I think we can. And she had some crazy daddy issues, so I think she liked it, but not in the right way that I was trying to explain. But it was funny because at the warehouse when I started dating her, I was telling her to him.
Yeah, we both had girls at the time that we both really liked. Because I had one that I really liked, and then he had Trinity. I still have video. Dude, that girl was so. Dude, Savannah was so bad.
And isn't it crazy how like in
Savannah
our
was
like
so bad.
we have the cutest girls and then just like all this stuff happened. It's like
I still have photos with her. And
she used to bring me poke. She used to, do you know the ahe or alihi?
Oh wait.
The poke place
this
off
one's Anza? Is it Anza?
Anza Sepulveda?
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to work there. So she used to bring me
Oh.
poke at night, but and she stole my hoodie. I had a Carhartt hoodie that she stole, and I was not very happy.
Yeah.
She actually looks Mexican. She was not happy. She was angry.
So right now you have both girlfriend. You and
No.
I don't have a girlfriend.
No. You have one before when I meet you the first time.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend.
Long time you could. Or when?
Yeah, so that was my.
You could or she's good.
I broke up with her. She was a really, really good person. She was a really good person. I met her back in high school, my sophomore year.
Yeah, I remember one or two times giving lunch over there to the warehouse. No?
Yeah,
Is
she
that
did,
one?
yeah.
I never see her, but Angel tell me.
Yeah, she was always really, really sweet. She would bring over lunch. She'd bring lunch to me at the warehouse when we were at the old warehouse.
Yeah, and
So awesome. Man.
She stood like 5'2", slim, thick. She had like these bright green eyes,
What was she?
freckles.
She white?
She was white. She had these freckles and like this dirty blonde hair. Super, super chill. And hours at a time, and it would get so late at night that we'd be talking that we'd actually fall asleep on the phone with one another, and it became a routine. And I was with her for like a solid 3 years, and the way that we would communicate with each other was with so much love. And I remember like so many essays, so many letters, so many like random acts of love where she would tell me, like she would write on a napkin, she would say, "You are my dream," and she'd slide it to me across the table, and it would just like melt my heart. And I remember like she would take photos of herself looking at me, and she would send them to me in the middle of the day, and she'd be like, "Look at the way that I look at you." She'd send stuff like that, and I remember just being like, that is wild. And she even had this book about being a good wife. Like she would read it, and I was like, "How to be a better wife for your husband?" That's what she would read, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I remember it became such a beautiful thing having this girl with me. But then it was something similar. She was kind of crazy. She was kind of crazy. She had a lot of really good traits, but dude, this girl, oh my God, I have so many stories. Like I could not go to work without her crying. Like when I would leave, like I mean crying. Like I remember I would tell her, I'm like, "Hey honey, like I gotta go home, like I gotta shower, like let me go home." She goes, no, come home, come to my house after work, come on. And I was like, no, like please, I gotta go home and shower. And I did want to go over to her house because she had a little apartment, and she had 2 brothers and her stepmom and her, and there was 1 bathroom. So I was like, I don't want to intrude, like I gotta, like I want my area. Dude, if I told her no, she would be pissed. She would be so mad. And like I remember there'd be times where I tell her, I'm like, "Hey, I gotta go to," like I would go to school, and then I'd be with her for maybe 20 minutes, and then I have to leave, and I tell her, like, "Hey, babe, I gotta leave, I gotta go to work," and she would be like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Don't leave." She's like, "I barely got to see you today." I'm like, "Baby," it's like, "I'm here all the time." I'm like, "I sleep here." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she would depend on me so much for company and for love and for like everything. And I remember like I would have to text her like where I was all the time sometimes. Like she'd be like, "Hey, Alice, where are you?" I'm like, "You know that I'm at work." She goes, "Oh, well, I don't know. You haven't texted me for 2-3 hours." And I was like, "Well, I'm working." I'm like,
exactly.
I'm working. I'm like, "I'm working." And I remember like there were a few times when like I really had to consider like, is this love? Like, is this what love is supposed to be? But she was a very communicative person, very, very, very. But she wasn't very emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, something.
Like no, like every single girl that I would talk to, she would think that they're hitting on me, and like she would not understand that I was just very platonic. Like it was just her in my eyes. Like I thought that she was so pretty. Like she very much is a very, very pretty girl. Like she is. And I always told her, I was like, and I would always call her gorgeous. That's what I called her. I didn't call her by her name. I said, "Hey, gorgeous. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there, gorgeous." Like that's what I called her every single time. And like it never entirely resonated. And it sucked because I needed to part ways because I knew that I wasn't gonna have any growth with her. Because what she wanted to move out with me. She wanted to move out. She was like, she's like, "I want an apartment with you." She's like, "I'm ready." She's like, "I want to be with you for the next 50 years." She's like, "I love you. Like, I want you." And I'm like, "I want you too, but we gotta slow down." Because the life that she was living was very quick. She was living life like that. Like in my life, the way that I live, I've been blessed enough where I take my time. I stop and smell the roses. She wasn't raised like that. She was raised on a dime. Like, let's move. And I remember like just our conversations and me telling her that she would say oftentimes to me like we're different. She's like, we're different.
Are you thinking you don't have a problem in the family?
Yeah, she did. She had problems.
And
And
this is why
there were a lot. She did.
Because it's not normal.
Not justifying it, but
No. By no means. Trust me. Like she wanted to escape her family situation. She was always working hard. Like I mean, working hard. She was pulling like I think like 30 hours a week at work, and then also doing high school, and then also getting straight A's at the same time, and like doing all the other stuff that she needed to do. She was on top of it, and she had a relationship. Like she was on it, and she was working for something. She was building to move out, and she did. She moved out. She moved out of her apartment. She moved out of her apartment with her parents, and she.
Are you guys still in touch? Or?
No, we're not. I haven't spoken to her in almost 2 years.
Nah,
Yeah, I haven't spoken to her in a
So
very
the
long
time when I
time.
meet you the first
This is the car that I did. I just want to show you guys. I found the picture, but
you know what?
Nice.
I had the bowl right there. So this is the night before. I wanted to smell good, so I had a candle,
that one I remember when I had my Explorer.
Anyway, yeah.
But
Okay.
but yeah.
Keep going.
And it was like it was that, and I remember like having to break up with her because I was with her for a very 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 long time, and it sucked. And I did something that I regret. I cheated on her multiple times. I did, and I did it because I was like so insecure. Like I was so insecure, and like I did it because I was like, I did it because I felt like I had everybody under my thumb. Like that's like I had everything under control. I was able to swindle and schmooze everybody, and nobody knew. Nobody was like none the wiser. My
You call that your arrogance?
I call it a lot of insecurity.
Okay.
A lot of insecurity. A lot of like what I needed to do is I needed to prove to myself that I was the man. And there was some stuff that happened that I needed to prove. She never cheated on me or anything. It was just something that like
Sounds like she would.
yeah, like we had separated for a little while, and like I needed to get over some stuff, and I ended up like doing some really stupid shit because I was so insecure, and it was really hard. It was a really hard time for me because I was hiding. I was like always retreating. I was really like sly. So yeah, and so from that I learned what it means to give yourself to somebody. Like truly, like what it means to hand over your entire being to another individual. Like to love them unconditionally. Like no matter what state you're in, whether she's bent over the toilet throwing up, whether she's smiling, whether she's got a full face of makeup on, whether she just woke up in the morning, like it's same thing with me, like same shit. Like that's what I look for. Like that's what I realized. I'm like that is what love is. Like that's what it is. And I could confidently say like that was my high school sweetheart, and that was like the first time I think I've ever experienced love, like true, beautiful, like raw, emotional love.
When you find a girl that you actually have an interest in, like for me, like usually if I meet somebody, it's cool. Like the third or fifth time I see them, something like
nothing is
entirely
perfect.
understandable.
Nothing is perfect from both sides, but we need to find the balance
Exactly. Yeah.
to be who we are.
I love that we just talked all about this. We went from what was the first time we had sex, messing around, and then we're talking about something meaningful. And look,
Yeah.
we're almost home right now. We had that whole time to talk about it, an hour, and,
No.
we're still talking about it.
Yeah. And it's a really interesting thing that you brought up about checking all the boxes and making sure that everything is like copacetic before, like everything is copacetic. Like, do I want to actually be with you, and like leading with your head instead of your heart. But at the end of the day, I feel like there are some relationships that you have with people that's all that they're meant to be,
Yeah.
and they
yeah,
teach you the lesson in order for you to actually find that individual.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because like in the back of the head, you're like, there's somebody out there for me. Like there's somebody
Exactly,
special.
Yeah, there's somebody there.
And like all of those people that you meet along the way, like you know that you're not going to be entirely perfect with them, or maybe you are. Maybe that is the person, But like that's the whole point, is that it's a learning curve. Like you never have to apologize for learning as long as you change or you apply something, or like you learn how to be more patient with the person or what have you. That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
And like that was a crude lesson I had to learn, because it alleviated a lot of stress for myself. Because I was like, you know what? Maybe I didn't do my part in this place. Maybe I could have been better. But in all honesty, I guess they could have said the same thing.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
It's a learning experience. Really.
I was like, and that's all it is. And like, you know what? Like, I appreciate you for your time, for your heart, for your body. I appreciate you for all the words that you've said. But I think it's time. Maybe that's just all it was.
Oh.
Supra.
Mark 4.
That's what's up. And like,
Such a cool car.
that's all it was.
You know that orange car we saw at the Astro Burger?
Mhm.
That's the 90s version. That's the older one, the Mark 4 one.
That's the generation before
yeah,
that.
one of my favorite cars. But anyway, going back to that.
What if it's a 2 days?
Are you single, Adrian?
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
Bachelor.
Were you ever with somebody or?
This friend right now. I'm married from 2000. I'm married in 2016, but I'm divorced in 2020, something like that.
2020.
2020s.
If you mind me asking, did it just not work out, or was there problems?
If you're comfortable,
It's
share.
totally,
yeah.
it's totally different views from the life.
Oh yeah, okay.
My
Different
view
life
from the
views.
life, she lives separate. When she don't live with family, when dad and mom, she don't live with them. So from long time, from maybe a baby, no baby, maybe 13, 14, she started to live with parents, cousins, friends. So I know for sure, I know that situation in the first days, but in the process, okay, come on. So we married in San Fernando Valley.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Also, my I look the life for the same, for family, be relaxed, honest, no problem, no headaches, just talking. You go outside, just keep go outside with friends, and to do the same. I do it.
Yeah.
To be free.
You're comfortable.
We
yeah.
are
You trust each other.
trust each other, and also
Like your pair?
we have a family.
Together.
O sea, she's
Están
and me a
juntos.
family. Estamos juntos. You free to do whatever you want to do. Why not? I do my things. I try to do this kind of job. I wanna do with my new friends. You have new people. So this is the problem. How you have a new friends? Why?
Yeah.
Come on, why not I wanna be a new friend?
Yeah.
For example, you and him, you my new friends. For sure I don't have it before.
Yeah. We can have new friends together.
It's now.
Yeah.
It's now. So why? You never talking with them. How I'm talking with new friends if I don't have it before?
Yeah.
So this thing, maybe it's jealous or something like that.
Interesting.
Because I'm too much social.
Okay, yeah.
Social?
Yeah.
I'm talking everywhere,
She didn't like that.
Yeah,
She
she
didn't
just
like
wanted
but-
you to herself.
And exactly that one is the problem. She don't want to. Absolutely, the main problem for me when she's trying to stand me to visit my family. Your family.
I think we all dated the same girl, dude. We all dated the same
family
girl.
parties, baptism, something like that. You know, families for.
Yeah.
Remember, I tell you the first time she don't live with family.
Yeah.
So it's not that she don't have the same connection, the same I
That
have with
you
my
have with your
family.
family.
So when when I say no more, I can't to live like that because I love my family. I like to stay with my family.
So she's like, that's weird. Like, eso es.
Ajá, exactly. So
es muy extraño que tú quieres tu familia. Eso es bien raro.
So she said, no, que listen these words. She said, parties is all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Parties is all the time when family, this family, the other family is all the time. You don't need to go all the time.
Oh my God.
Yes,
oh
you don't
my
need
God.
to. I don't need to go all the time. But you say no. But when it's yes. When it's yes to go. When?
Yeah, when?
When? Not now. So when? So
Same problem.
So I'm start to do that one, to go with my family to see if everything is good. No, I love her. So I'm start. Why no? It's okay. Maybe it's time to
maybe
be
a little
relaxed.
later.
Yeah, it's time.
Soy un adulto. Tal vez este is like this is what's supposed to happen. Yeah.
But I don't feeling good for me. I don't feeling good to cook my family like that.
If she's not complimenting you, you know, if she's not complimenting you in the way you live, then
No.
you know.
This is why make the divorce.
That's what a good girl, especially a wife. Like, I feel like she should, you know, you're together, but at the same time, she's gonna compliment you, right? You're gonna compliment her, so.
This is the family. This is the thing.
I know I talked to Henry in the car, and I'm not taking away what he's saying, but he's talking about like women and like don't care about women and don't look, and I'm sure he has a lot of feelings on the matter because of what he's going through.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna lie, I do want something, right? I do want somebody, and
Preach.
and we're in a different situation. I have different beliefs. I'm Christian, so and just like you, family is very important. If I also Trinity, I tried to. That's a sick Hummer, dude. If I tried to bring around my family, she wasn't very good around my family, and if the girl I'm talking to isn't clicking with my mother, or can't have conversations with my mother or my father, even my sister, like.
Don't feeling the click.
It hurts. It hurts a little, you know. It's kind of like, wow, I brought this person into my home.
So it's the same. My cousins feeling the same.
Oh, okay.
When meet her, we feeling the same. Adrian is not good. We don't. Then my family don't feel in a good relation with her.
They don't
She's
feel
got
in the
something
love.
inside.
My sister's brutally honest, which some people don't like, but I love it because nobody else really tells me the truth straight front and keeps it real with me.
And this is important.
She told me, she said, I'm not the biggest fan of her, and she said, and I don't think she's good for you. I don't think she's gonna be. And I was like, whatever. And now I look back at that and I'm like, I think I could have had a different approach based on what she said if I took that to heart. Because I mean, let's be honest, when you love somebody and you're in that situation, you don't really think about stuff like that. But now it's like when I say I lead with my head, these are things I think about, you know. And especially older, like back then I was 20. I was 19. I just turned 20, and she was 20 as well. You know, you're younger, and I know it's only 1 year. But
You learn a lot in 365 days.
yeah, as 21 and going into 22 and like being a man now and trying to figure stuff out, like if you are just dating a girl, I mean, for me to mess around and stuff, like I don't find it worth it. I want to find somebody where I can really build on. Not saying for marriage, right? Because I'm not sure if I'm there yet, but
works out and if everything aligns, golden.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And if not, then it's
So
just
be
another
it,
learning
yeah.
experience, you know? But I guess it's just a matter of just experiencing. It's a matter of just reading the room. It's a matter of just like thinking with your head and figuring out, what do I want? What do I need?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is now, why I'm single, and some people ask me, Aiden, how are you single? Like, why are you single? And I was like, you know what? It's kind of like that too, but also it's kind of like it's really hard to find a real woman right now in this world because there's so many games being played and people want to be this, people want to be that, or people have different expectations, or people think this way, and it's like it's just hard.
It's hard.
It's hard to find something
really,
actually.
It's really hard. It's really hard.
There's definitely stuff out there. I won't say there's not, but it's getting harder and harder to find as a man find something.
This is why, guys, you have this time for you guys to just watch and get the experience.
Exactly.
This is the time for you because when I had my 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, I learned a lot. A lot.
And there'd be
A lot.
moments when
A lot.
people ask me, they're like,
In that age you have, guys, it's a really love you show them. It's a really love you show. But it's, in the same time, it's really good time to learn.
yeah.
A lot.
And there'd be moments when somebody would like they'd be ask me too, like, are you single? Like, are you single? Why are you single? Right, stuff like that. Whether it be a girl or like even my professors. Like I remember my professor was just like why don't you have a girlfriend? Like or something like that. They're like, you don't have a girlfriend? Or they'd be like, or you know what people ask me, like, do you have a wife, huh? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't. And I remember at first I thought of it like, oh, it's a compliment, thanks, or something. Maybe I look like my girlfriend dressed me or whatever. But I started to think to myself, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I like want something. I'm like, maybe am I doing something wrong? I'm
exactly.
like,
It's
is
time
there
to reflect on
something?
yourself as well.
Yeah, I was like, do I not? It was like, but what kind of energy am I putting out there if somebody already thinks that I have a significant other, but I don't?
Yeah.
But it's almost as though like my character isn't sufficient enough to get a girlfriend if they already think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're in that constant, like, your perpetual like a dog chasing its own tail, where you're like, all right, it looks like I'm doing the right things to make it seem like I've got the relationship, but I don't actually have it. So what's kind of going on here?
You know what's weird though? My sister, so recently I was seeing this girl, the one that emo looking one, the Asian girl.
Oh, yeah.
Disc golf.
Yeah.
And she told me she doesn't want a relationship right now. And I told myself if she didn't want anything, she said in summer, like she might revisit it because she's focusing on her goals right now, which I respect. But crap, what was I just gonna say? I just lost my train of thought.
There was a golf.
Oh, okay,
girl.
thank you. I found it. I told myself I would give up not chasing but finding and focusing on myself. And now that I am, a lot of people are interested in me or asking, and it's very interesting how that works. And how you said how I display myself to people when I was looking for it. People were like, oh yeah, I can tell you're single, and I can tell you're like trying to find something. And it's like, oh, that's really interesting. And now focusing on myself and not, I don't say prioritizing myself, but actually, yeah, prioritizing myself and look, I want to make something out of pickleball. I want to graduate. It's like when you put these things to heart and you really focus on that, people that share your common interests or want to be on that journey with you come out of nowhere. Maybe one person, maybe two, maybe a lot. For me, from my experience, I've seen a good amount of people, and it's really interesting. And then it gets to the point where it's like, wow, I feel good focusing on myself and growing myself. Where it's like, do I want to settle? I don't want to say settle, but do I want to find something right now and kind of put a lot of that time into that when I can take time for myself? It's really interesting how it works.
Yeah.
It's really interesting how it works.
It's like an energy that you put out.
It is. It's really interesting.
And it's like there's something about putting your head down and like working that like other people begin to look at you instead of like you like looking around like head on a swivel. It's like you doing this. All of a sudden, it's like people are swimming towards you. You're like, oh shit, like, what's going on? Honestly, it's one of the best things. It's like that's probably the one thing that actually encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing. Is because like I know that me doing what I'm doing is going to get me what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because you want because realistically you want the attention. want the options, like opportunity wise, because like hands down, like if your head's down working, then like you're gonna get work opportunities. Also, if your head's down working out and looking nice, then you're gonna get attention from girls or women. You know what I'm saying? And it's nice. It works.
It is. It's so interesting how it works. You know?
Good conversation.
I know. Great
Good
conversation.
conversations,
Come
man.
here.
It's good, man.
That was a good conversation. Opened up a bit.
I'm not like to have conversation all the time because you will grab something new.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or if you it's not something new, it's you already heard before.
Yeah.
It's help you to keep your mind open.
Yeah, to remind
It's
yourself.
not necessary to something new. It's to keep your mind open. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I never thought I'd have a conversation like this with you guys here. You know, and it's interesting how people coming to. I mean, I've known you guys for a while, but coming together, you know, for working, open stuff up like this. I don't really have conversations like this with everybody. You know, so and also it's really funny. Is
No,
you still have that thing in your hair.
That one is that one
Yeah,
is
the gummy worm.
Yeah.
that one is another thing. It's hard to have it's hard to have conversation with people because some people, or if you have conversation, wanna accuse you.
Yeah.
Because this, no, we need to listen each other. Sometimes I need to speak, but don't ay, ¿cómo se dice? No me apuntes.
Don't criticize.
Oh no,
people.
don't blame me.
Yes,
Yeah,
I need to
don't blame
talk, but don't blame me. Yeah, that's it. Yes, I need to talk.
That's a very
And
real.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. No.
Or judge me. No, don't judge me.
Yeah,
That's
that is the
better.
word. That is the
Yes,
word.
don't judge me.
Yeah, not just
Don't
yeah.
judge me from. Yeah.
That is the main thing we everybody need to talk, but not just me.
Yeah.
And too many people. This is why some people I don't like to talk with anybody. Believe me, a personal thing I don't like because it's your fault. Because for this. Because relax. I want to talk. I don't want the arguments.
Yeah, I just want to talk.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was like, let's have a conversation first.
See, because it's only a conversation, but you know exactly what's going on exactly in the moment. But thanks, guys. Good. We keep it good, and also don't forget to keep your eye open. This is important
True.
for everything.
Uni's here.
Drop the kids off.
Later, Yun dog.
Oh, we might unload because he has the kids here. He's asking to help.
The professor left?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I don't see the professor anymore.
I don't think he's
You don't see the what? Robert?
Yeah.
He left.
Oh, actually, yeah, he might be spending time with his kids.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think-
yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's gonna spend time with his kids. Yeah, and this isn't even opened. Usually when we unload, he has it opened. Where
So no unload, huh?
No,
Just go
I don't
home.
think so.
I mean, I don't want to say something and then it happens, but
Don't say anything. I doubt it.
Don't
I doubt
open
it.
your mouth. Digo,
See?
yeah.
You do smell a little bit like BO, no offense.
yeah, well, that's I was about to say.
I have
Can you
deodorant.
take me home?
I have
I'm gonna change my
deodorant.
shirt.
Sure. I also have deodorant like that, actually.
Bye, Eunice.
Later.
Banana leaf lady.
Banana lady.
It's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and quickly swap my shirt and put some.
Don't trip. Don't trip. Oh, you know the box that I keep all like my grinder in my little thing. I got a new one.
Is it in your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dixie said he just got a ton of new stuff.
Oh, this
Thanks,
is
God. ¿Tu crema
¿Este
este
es
es tuyo, Ian?
Oh no, ese es de adentro de.
¿Es de aquí de
I
la
found
caja?
it.